So we have a really interesting thing to share with you guys, and kind of an odd story. Many of you guys remember our red and white trailer that you guys saw us paint on YouTube, and a lot of you guys actually started following us during that time. And I know it's going to be hard to believe, but that was about 6 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
And that means that you guys, some of you guys have been with us for 6 years. I know some of you guys found those videos later on, but keep that in mind. That's the story today, is the red and white trailer with the schoolhouse. When we bought that property 6+ years ago, we instantly fell in love with it.
Yeah.
It
was awesome.
Loved it. Our goal was to live in the trailer, in the mobile home, while we renovated the schoolhouse and turned that into our main home. We had some good times there, but it didn't last because the problem was, after living there for a little while, we realized that we couldn't deal with the highway noise. This property happened to be close to a highway, and it wasn't just any highway. This one had a special kind of road that was concrete with grooves in it that were in a certain way that when traffic drove on it, it gave a high-pitched noise.
Yeah.
It wasn't just normal traffic noise.
The grooves were perpendicular to your wheels running over it, like this. And it just made it like a high-pitched, very annoying noise.
So it really wore on us, and we realized that we couldn't live long-term at that property. We decided to abandon the project of the schoolhouse. We focused on the mobile home, got it ready to sell, and we moved. And that was the last you guys saw of it. That was 6 years ago, and we have done so much since then. We have moved to a different property, which also turned out to be a mistake, up in Michigan. Didn't like that. Finally made our way down here, and we've done a ton of work for the last 3 years here in Florida, and we're loving it so far.
Mm-hmm.
But something really weird happened just recently. We still look at real estate often because
it's just something we like to do.
You like to keep an eye on old real estate, like our old properties, and see what's going on.
I always like to see, like, are the old owner, like the new owners who bought them, going to resell? Yeah. Like to just keep an eye on them.
Just keep an eye on old properties. And the mobile home property was a special one to us because even though the highway noise was too hard on us, too hard on you especially, that trailer, that red and white mobile home, was your favorite home.
My favorite home that I've ever lived in. I still like it.
She loves it.
I still wish I could have it.
So think about that. Out of all of our homes, I know there hasn't been that many, but out of all of our homes, that has been her favorite. And she loves it, and she misses it, and she talks about it all the time.
I always say, I wish I could just, like, buy it and, like, have it transported down here.
And honestly, moving was even hard on me because it took me a long time to get over the schoolhouse because I had such a passion in my heart for that building, and I loved it, and I thought it was so cool. And it was like this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to do something big, to do something really cool where you take this old schoolhouse, this old brick schoolhouse.
From 1915.
And bring it back to life. And I just wanted to do that. And I had, you know, when you have dreams, and those dreams are so big, and you're so close, but I don't know, we just had to walk away for our just mental well-being and, you know, just to be happy.
We think about that building and talk about it here and there.
And it makes me sad, honestly, because I loved it, right? So we both love the property. You love the home. I love the schoolhouse. But we just...
If it weren't for that highway...
We had to move. There was some other issues with the property. It did have some wetness in the backfield.
Yep.
Some mosquito issues. You know.
Winter also.
Yeah, so it's not the perfect place for us, but that's the story of why we moved, but we loved it.
Yeah.
And the thing is that recently, you were looking online, and you saw that property has gone up for sale again.
Yep.
For the first time since we sold it 6 years ago.
Yeah.
It went for sale just recently. And you've been watching it, and you've been looking at it like daily.
Yeah.
She looks at it every day, and she wants it. She wants to buy it back so badly. And we just wanted to tell you this story because it is for sale right now. We're going to post a link to it in the description so you guys can look at it because it's fun to see the pictures. What's unbelievable is that in the 6 years after we sold it, nothing has changed.
It's still so clean. The guy who bought it has done a good job of keeping it very clean.
You guys remember everything that we did to that house? It's the way we left it.
It even has a wall hanging. It's still on the wall from when we were there and we left it on the same hook.
When we moved out, it was something we bought at a thrift store.
Yeah, it's like a string art thing.
Yeah, kind of a cruel, like yarn.
Yeah.
And he left it on the wall. The original appliances.
Yeah.
All the paneling, untouched. Nobody painted it. The original carpets are still in that home from the 70s. Not replaced. I don't think there was any changes except for one ceiling damage where there was a water leak. You can see the roof had a small leak and it damaged the ceiling.
In the small bedroom. Yep.
Do you guys remember the polycarbonate wall that we built in the bedroom to let light filter through from the hallway?
It was so cool.
Still intact, looking beautiful. You guys can look at the pictures and the house is literally the way we left it, and it is a time capsule, and it is amazing because you can't find a 70s Holly Park mobile home in that condition today.
Oh, it's golden.
I mean, you can find them. They're rare.
Yeah.
They're rare.
Even that swag lighting.
The ceiling light that we hung.
Yeah.
It's still
there.
It's so crazy that even in one of the pictures, I'll give a little Easter egg. In one of the pictures, we actually left a special piece in a glass display case at the home when we moved out. We didn't need it, and we just left it there for fun.
We left it in a kitchen cabinet.
It is actually a piece of real elephant ivory from the 1800s, carved. It's carved ivory from the 1800s. It's a valuable piece. And we left it in the cabinet in a display case. And it's just not something we felt like moving with anymore. Time to put it. It's still in the house.
Yeah, I noticed it in the picture. It's on top of a cabinet that's next to the refrigerator in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, there it is, still there in the little dome case thing.
You wouldn't notice it, but we noticed it because we remember it.
It's just so cool to see all this.
You see everything. It's like stepping back into our home.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So here's the thing. You've been saying like every day, I want to buy it. I want to buy it. She wishes we could buy it. And honestly, we can't because we don't have the money.
Yeah.
We just don't. If we were wealthy, if we had the money, we would consider buying it back.
Yeah. Picture how cool that would be.
Not because we want to live there, but
just to have it.
Because we're kind of sentimental, and wouldn't it be cool to go there someday and actually do something with it, even if we didn't want to live there. I don't know. She's ready to drive that trailer down to Florida. She wants to say, how much is it going to cost to deliver that from Indiana?
Yeah.
That house is in Indiana, and I think that would be quite the journey for a mobile home. I don't know if you could do that.
Yeah. Somebody would do it if they were paid enough.
Yeah. So
you'd have to get permits for each state.
Yeah.
Because it's a wide load.
So even though we're a little bit weird, and we probably would buy it if we were rich, it's probably a good thing we're not rich because we would end up with homes that we don't know what to do with. But it's for sale, and it's cool, so take a look at it, and you can remember the work we did. It's still a red and white trailer. Everything looks beautiful.
It has a garage right next to it.
It has the old metal barn that we repaired. The thing was collapsing, and we pulled it back in, reset the foundation, installed new metal and a new garage door. That was cool.
We built the chicken coop in there. Mm-hmm. We did the painting on it. We made it that cool red barn with the brown trim.
So that was a cool project. It was a fun project. And it was short-lived, but it left us... It touched us. That was one of the properties that really left a mark with us. So we just wanted to share this with you, let you guys know it's for sale. Not to sell it, but just so you can look at it and join in our reminiscing of the old home that we wish somehow we could have, but at the same time we don't need it, and we're going to try to aim for bigger and better things and stay on the path that we're on. So
I've even said, like, if we were to build a brand new house, like, it'd be cool to build one fresh with that layout. Like, a single wide shape.
she liked that house.
Yeah.
Everything. The paneling, the windows.
The windows.
Everything. So
Yeah.
that's our story we wanted to share with you. Pretty cool. I'm glad they didn't ruin anything. And our work is left for the next person. So actually, it looks better than we left it. Now that we think about it, the bathtub is like sparkling white. It looks like a brand new shower door.
Yeah, I don't know where he would have gotten that shower door.
There was a bathroom upgrade for sure. It all looks original, but it's white and clean. So that's...
And the washer and dryer are taken out of there. I don't know where they are now.
Yeah. But all in all, it's mostly the way we left it. So
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoy looking at the pictures and remembering the red and white mobile home. Hopefully it finds a good future owner who loves it and actually does something with the schoolhouse. The schoolhouse looks like it's in rough shape, but it's in excellent shape. It can totally be saved. And
the thing with that property is it has to be like a cash sale. That's what made it difficult for us to sell it, is we had to find a cash buyer.
and it's probably the same way still.
Yeah.
So, well, that's all we have for now. So, thanks for hearing our story.
Bye.